I love that chain move. Oh my word, that damage. So good.
Hit them where they least expect. All right.
Give him another one. Let's do lawns. Then probably both healers. Then a 150 with Juniper. And, you know, that honestly might not be ideal now that I think about it, but it'll be fine. I could actually go here. No, you're not going to get plus 10. I don't think you get plus 10. If you could get to 100 here, I might use Mio here instead. But I think I still just stick with the same. Do this, get to 99, guaranteed 150. And then I don't really think there's... unless the game gives me back lawns and then someone bad, even then, that just means I do a defender art next. Like, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think when I did this fight, I leveled up off of killing the first one, so I had it in the bag. That does sound pretty pog. This was the worst combination they could give me back. I think I actually have to pass on Radiant Cascade because I haven't played optimally, but whatever. It's fine. Wait a minute, did I already do Noah's earlier? Yeah, this is gonna get us Ouroboros. It's fine. I didn't do optimal, so we didn't get to use Juniper's thing is basically all we missed out on, which honestly I don't care. It's fine. Now, if this was the Kamaravi, like the chain attack I did a minute ago, that would be a problem. But because it's this one, we're fine. Like, we're already set, basically. My limits are unbound? Fear me? Yeah, I did that. How did I do this chain attack so suboptimally? Every like 5th chain attack I do it really poorly, and I never understand what I did to do worse than my usual chain attack. I always just, like, I get to the end of it, and I look at all my characters, like, hardly any of them even being at 50 TP yet, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? What was I doing this chain attack? Full Metal Jaguar is so good. I love it.
This isn't the end.
I think it might just be the end. Sorry it has to be this way, Ethel. Also, I'm glad to see I'm not underleveled. I'm actually still, like, probably not overleveled. I'm only 2 levels higher. But I'm still a bit above of the curve, because I was worried for a bit there that I might suddenly fall behind. Because I was doing side quests, but never really going out of my way to fight extra enemies. I was constantly like, you know, I feel like my level's all good to go. I don't want to be over leveled, so I ignored random fights a lot. We also just haven't run into very many blue enemies or unique enemies today, like I mentioned before. At least not unique enemies that were like in my range to be able to beat. I like it a lot, Ethel. I like it a lot. How do you like my Dunban sword? 9,009. It's over 9,000! It's over, Ethel. I have the anime references. You've already lost. Also, Ethel, I forgot to mention, but you agreed to a bet, basically, by starting this fight, whether you realized it or not, where when I win, you legally have to become my girlfriend. Sorry. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Hey, that thing you just did, can you never do that again, please? What the heck was that attack, dude? She melted my HP bar. Merciless stance, dude. That attack is insane. Bow, bow, bow. Bum, bum, ba, ba, da, bum, bum. Part of me wonders if maybe I should have saved my chain attack for an overkill for the extra CP and experience. That probably would have been highly unnecessary. Hey! I level up off of that?
Whoa! How is it so fast? Can't find any way to get inside!
The joints. Their sheer power really is something to behold. Noah, Mio.
good coordination. I'd be done for if it weren't for this Varonis.
Thanks for the compliment.
Noah. What do you think? I think this is the decider. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, we've got this.
Come on, what are they playing at? Am I crazy? We gave them Varonis's and everything. They had better not be holding back.
You think they might be underestimating us? Us, of all people.
Listen, Ethel's a lost cause. But Kamaravi, we could use him.
Kamaravi? Oh, I get what you're saying. You know, I forgot we even had that option. Now, see the enemy before you. Use every last ounce of strength and grind them to dust.
What's wrong, Kamaravi?
Look, you can see an enemy right there. Enemy. That is my enemy. 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 Enemy!
Kamaravi, what's wrong with you? Kamaravi! Oh no. The iris. I knew it. Kamaravi!
The consoles finally remembered that they could do that. The thing they did at the very start of the game.
This is...
What?
I am under no one's yoke.
Kamaravi, you're really your own eye.
I will be as they are. I am free.
Free. You're right. We're free. Free! The two of us!
What is she saying? Ethel, what's... Attend, Ethel.
Yes! Our dream will not perish!
Chat, I totally understand if you don't believe me when I say this. As this cutscene
What the snuff's going on?
was happening,
Are the consoles doing this?
and Kamaravi was going insane, I thought to myself, like, dude, they should just have someone at some point, like, rip out their eye to stop the iris thing, and he did it literally as I was thinking
Ever
it.
since I met you all, I have admired you.
Admired us.
Your freedom. I bless the fortune I have had in meeting all of you. You have my gratitude.
Gratitude? This feeling of elation. Liberating. Is it not?
I feel it too, Kamaravi.
What are they fighting each other for? Oh,
I can't believe this. He won't listen to any of my commands.
Ethel! Why in flames do you have to fight each other? We're supposed to be your enemies!
I told you, Noah. Observe. This here is the purpose of my life. Just know, you were the ones who finally opened my eyes.
stop this! Stop it this instant, Ethel! Kamaravi! Ugh. In that case...
They're flame clocks.
This is weird. Look at the way the light is moving. Is that their life force we're seeing?
Have you gone completely insane? You were supposed to kill Ouroboros! So stop the senseless fighting and obliterate those brats! If you don't, I'll take your precious little life and drain it dry.
Did you hear that?
I knew it. So they really can drain their life. Ethel! Kamaravi! Noah! We have to kill the consuls! You're right!
It's okay, Noah. It's over for us now.
That's rubbish! Ethel!
This is wrong. All of this is wrong. There's no reason for you to be fighting each other.
You might not understand now, but someday you will. This is what both of us want.
How can How can any of this be what you want? You're both gonna die!
What we leave you is more important. All our aspirations. You must keep them in your hearts. You must take them. Make it all mean something. You have to live. You must live on. Here I come! Kamaravi!
Let us cross blades. One last time!
Like, I know you guys aren't gonna, like, actually, if you die, you're gonna come back or something. The game already told me that Kamaravi is a class later with his silhouette, unless there's someone who just looks exactly like him. I really don't get why they're fighting to the death here, by the way. But Kamaravi taking out his own eye was super pause. Just to believe that you two are actually out of the game. This kind of seems a little pointless. I don't get why they were like, we have to die here or whatever. Or at least, like, they can fight to the death or whatever, but they shouldn't have stopped us from killing the consuls.
Well, didn't they come in handy? What was N thinking, picking those reckless hotheads?
Good grief. Looks like we're just gonna have to wipe out this lot ourselves.
You scumbags!
Fine then. I did expect something like this. Time for plan B. Interlinking. You've been blessed with quite the talent. You feel special?
Oh my goodness, are you two gonna interlink?
No? I do hate to burst your bubble.
Can you guys
But
interlink?
I'm afraid it's not just an...
Feast your eyes!
What?
Ugh, can't unsee.
Do try to curb your disgust, you dirty pleb.
We'll have you know that this is the true form of interlinkage. Yes! The form in which two worlds become one. A far more refined form than this half-assed one you've stumbled upon. Look upon us and tremble before perfection. You'll writhe in agony before we...
That was great. Did you just punch them?
Mia?
Stop!
Stop?
Stop toying with everyone's lives! What did they ever do to you? Why? All they wanted was their wish to be realized. You turned everything into a game, cast them away like dolls. These are our lives here. They're not some toys you can just play with. Mimi's right. I've got no idea who you truly are, though I hate to admit it. However, I do know one thing. You guys really make my sparks fly. You there, in the back, feeling lonely because you haven't been punched yet? You better enjoy that while it lasts, because I'm about to rearrange both your mugs.
Usually, I'm not one for outward displays of emotion. But not today!
Noah, you better not stop us! Oh, believe me, I won't. You make me laugh. Us, half-assed. Our conviction has never been stronger. And now, we will show no mercy. By Ethel and Kamaravi's lives, I swear. I'll make you pay!
You Ouroboros brats! tremble before our perfection.
It's so much worse when they're four-legged. Moebius O and P. You literally, that's got to be on purpose. The whole OP thing. There's no way that's by chance. Dude, I don't think. I mean, Yorin came back after supposedly dying. I don't think that Kamaravi and Ethel are actually out. If they are actually dead and that was like their final moment, like, yeah, it was like cool, the whole build up to it. I'm gonna be honest though, I'll be a little disappointed in the game. I feel like they'll kind of wasted Kamaravi and Ethel. Especially Kamaravi. Like, him plucking out his own eye was insane, epic Giga Chad moment. I'm gonna be upset if, like, that's all I ever get of Kamaravi, and, like, then they just basically threw him away like they did Vandom in Xenoblade 2. I think they're gonna come back somehow, though, so I'm holding my judgment. Also, like, I mean, Ethel dying there isn't, like, the worst way to do it if you want Ethel to die, but honestly, Ethel isn't a character that I want to see die in this game. I'd much prefer Ethel living. So, I mean, I'll feel like, I mean, like, if I have to go the rest of the game never seeing Ethel again, after I got so much of her at the start of the game, and then she only showed up again, really, just now. And then they're like, all right, well, we brought Ethel, like, the best character in the game back, but now we're just gonna kill her again? I'll be a little disappointed in the writers. Plus, Ethel did say that whole rebirth thing earlier. She, like, said to Kamaravi, like, I see why you were chosen to get rebirth. And I didn't comment on it at the time. Because when she said that, I was like, wait a minute, like, reborn, like, after your 10th term? Or whatever? Like, because obviously Uni has been reborn in some way or another, I don't know what. But, like, that doesn't seem like the kind of thing that, like, any of the characters would know about, even Ethel. And then she went on of being like, oh yeah, you, like, went to prison or whatever. So I thought when she said rebirth, it was like a, it was a symbolic way of it. Like, oh yeah, she was like, he, like, rebirthed because you came back after, instead of, like, giving yourself up or whatever. But I don't know, I think the whole rebirth thing was more literal. I don't know why Ethel knew to use that word or how they're gonna pull that in, but all I'm gonna say is first of all, I'd honestly be shocked if Ethel and Kamaravi are both actually out of the game. Second of all, if they are actually out of the game, mark my words, I'll be a little disappointed. Because it'll honestly be the only thing they've done in the writing so far that I'm against. Because I still really don't get why they, like, let each other die there. Most of all, like, I feel like it just seems so weird. I would expect Kamaravi and Ethel to have been like, hey, let's kill the consoles and then fight each other to the death before our life runs out or whatever, because that's like we're rivals or whatever. But yeah, whatever. I don't think they're out. So all of what I'm saying is meaningless anyway, because I expect to just see them again like 20 hours later in the game. I don't inherently dislike either of them dying. I just don't think it made sense to happen here. I don't know. I mean, we've had this talk before. You're more okay, Was that Ethel who said that? I thought it was Zen who said the whole rebirth plan would have been far less fun, and did say that, but also, when Ethel and Kamaravi, correct me if I'm wrong, I might be remembering wrong, but Ethel and Kamaravi were, looking at the Piranhas standing side by side, and Ethel mentioned something about rebirth or whatever. She said something about it, I thought. I'll have to go back and look, but I thought she had. We already know you have your own issues with character death. Michael, you don't start with me. But, you're more cool with characters dying. I'm always of the opinion that unless you do a character death, like, just really, really, like, perfectly or really well done, there's almost no real reason to kill your characters instead of leaving them alive so you can, like, use them more later, to be honest. Outside of villains, obviously, because, you know, you fight a villain, a lot of times you end up killing the villain, they die. That being said, that doesn't mean that I'm like, oh, characters should never die, because even in Xenoblade, because in Xenoblade 1, straight up, Dixon, Eggle, Callion, all three of those characters right there, like, flawless character deaths. They served their purpose masterfully, and all of their deaths were just ideal and added so much to their characters and were so well done. Kamaravi and Ethel dying here, I don't feel like really adds that much to them as characters, and I also feel like I just miss out on so much possibility with both of them, which is why I think they're gonna come back anyway. But basically what I'm getting at is that you have to do character death very well for me to think that it was a good idea to kill the character, instead of just keeping the character alive and doing something more with them later. Goodbye.
This isn't the end!
But anyways, I don't take kindly to the way you worded it, Michael, of we know you have your own issues with character death. Like, I think I'm right. I don't think it's an issue, I just think it's like a preference in writing. I much prefer the writing where the characters, like, if the deaths aren't, like, masterfully written and it seems like that was the best way to take the character, then I'd rather the character just, like, otherwise killing the character is just, like, it's a waste, basically, in my eyes, when you could have done more with them and made them better characters. You'll get to 150 here. Yeah, I don't need to waste Uni here.